one of two players who have retained their place in this Remo Stars lineup today, alongside Albert Joseph. The coach Dan Ogumodede making raft of changes ahead of this game. Leonard to Sani Faisal. Oh, Chigose Chileko, I beg your pardon. Now to the right for Abubakar. Just trying to keep a hold of possession, Remo Stars. Moving the ball from right to left. Here's Ngenge Leonard. Alex Soyowa. Just charged into by Hilali, but still able to pull the pass away. Decent spell this for Remo Stars. Back to Alex Soyowa. Nicely done for Chigozie Chileku on the left-hand side. Oh, nicely done. Great turn there. Here's one the free kick. Brilliant play there from the midfield from Msonga. And the visitors. But the free kick taken quickly. Here's Sulemana. The best of first touches there from Sulemana. Didayo Lamineko. Trying to head that one back to Anakoi Samo. And now back to Obasa Debi.
You can just bank on the confidence you've seen from the defense line of Remo Stars so far. No shakes at this point. Ngege Leonard also keeping his cool and heading that one back to the goalkeeper. I said it again about Zilimadjou. They are also calm on the ball. They show that confidence when they're on it. Yes, they may not be on that class, but something counts for them, the confidence they play the football game with. They started so well, made sure that there's no penetration from Remo Stars, who are also looking to build their attack into...
To send those crosses into the danger area. So far, Zilimadjou standing tall. Here's Ibrahim Abubakar to the captain of the side, Adidayo Lamineko, taking over from Junior Oluka, who left for Iraq. Player of the season for Remo Stars last season.
Well deserved. Very well deserved. Wonderful player last season. My best player, if you ask me, in the league last season. He was so instrumental. That central midfield role was well controlled by him. He did so well, box to box, scoring brilliant goals towards the end of last season. And he's already bringing that same form. I'm sure Zilimadjou would have gone a lot. Unfortunately, he didn't work out perfectly for the right back, who got the ball finally. Unfortunately, he didn't work out perfectly for the right back, who got the ball finally. That was a poor cross into the box, straight up to the goalkeeper for Zilimadjou.
This fixture marks the fourth appearance for the Sky Blue Stars on the continental stage, following previous outings in both the Confederations Cup and the CAF Champions League. Yet to progress beyond the first preliminary round, a record they are determined to change this season, more so as champions of the Nigerian Premier Football League.
I think it to be a huge surprise if Remo Stars don't get past this for the average Nigerian football fan. They've seen what Remo Stars did in the league last season. Yes, like I said, a couple of players, over 10 players leaving the team, and a lot of them also coming in. Some of them are already in the starting lineup. It's going to be a huge task for them trying to blend those players. But you can always bank on Daniel Ogumodede. It's just been like a plug-in play for him anytime he gets players in. Yes, they're playing on a different pitch, not so used to this ground, and that can also be something you should be looking at. So it's like an away ground for both sides, even though Remo Stars have the confidence playing on this ground. They played a couple of games here already, and they are also playing on their own terrain in Nigeria. So look at the kind of players they've gotten. I think they have something to bank on, and like I said earlier, it should be a huge surprise for the average Nigerian football lover.
Joseph didn't get the cleanest of connection to that strike. Another chance gone begging for the Sky Blue Stars.
Second striker was so poor on that one. That was some tame strike. He was going to hit that one just as he got to his foot. But unfortunately, he couldn't do the same. I did Olamileko at the end of that again, making those passes get into the final third. He'll be having a lot to do, the number 10 man for Remo Stars. And he's already starting that. It's just for the players to understand him so well and get it worked out. Like I said earlier, a couple of changes in that attack. You don't have the likes of Sikura Alimi starting this game.
Over the top from Ngenge Leonard. Final touch came from the head of Ikmanu, and it's going to be a corner for Remo Stars. This one, it's going to be an in-swinger from the right boots of the former Kano Pillars right back. Featured on the CAF Champions League for Plateau United.
He's got that experience. Zilimadjou are showing those signs that they can break through.
Well, this could be two now for the Sky Blue Stars. Abba Joseph in possession to Adedayo Laminate on a cross from the keeper, just too high above the heads of Anakwe Samuel. This time it's a goal kick for Zilimadjou. You wonder how the visitors will respond. Had a decent start to this game, and now they trail by a goal.
This will help them push out at this point. They just have to push out. That's one thing they have to do right now, Zilimadjou. They've tried to defend, even though they didn't lock shop completely. They're also pushing out gradually, but they'll have to be more. What they'll look to do right now is get an equalizer and see if they can sit back again. Because they also have to make sure that Remo Stars don't get a second goal. That might just be the end of the road for them as far as this first leg is concerned. Also being reminded that the second leg we played on this same ground, as they were playing as the home team. They have a lot to do in this game, and they have to look for a way to stop that man, Adedayo Olamileko. Wonderful midfielder.
This time couldn't get the better of his marker. Adedayo Olamileko just couldn't get the better of Amada Jafar. Free kick for Zilimadjou, deep in their own half. Now Zilimadjou, one of the most successful teams in Comoros. Having won the league title 4 times, the most out of any team besides Coin Nord. After a few days of uncertainty, they were eventually crowned champions this recent season. I had to wait for that final verdict from that controversial match between FC Jomakawe and Zilimadjou. 1-1 scoreline, which officially secured their place as champions. Corner taken, straight into the lobes of Adebisi Obaya.
More confidence for Remo Stars at this point, and they're pulling through gradually.
Seems to have made that goalkeeping position his own, Adebi Obasa, the Benin Republic goalkeeper.
I think it makes it easier for him at this point in time. We don't have Coyote in the team any longer. That was his biggest rival.
Great give and go on the right hand side between Anakwe Samuel and Abubakar. The return cross from Abubakar looking for Alex Oyowa. He's gone down. Play on says the referee. Possession back to Remo Stars of Shidero to Chileku. Chileku trying to go past his marker. Nice step of his. And now the cross will come in from Chileku. The goalkeeper just couldn't get there. And above the heads of everyone waiting in the box. And now Zilimadjou will try to come forward.
So a beautiful move right there from that man, Chileku. Runs that flank down, but I think it was too heavy a cross. Puts it from the left and to the right, and there was nobody waiting in that box. Beats the goalkeeper. I mean, lose some 1 or 2 players left in the box. It was just a poor way to do it.
Kwaku with that audacious attempt.
I'm not sure he wanted to take a strike right there. I think he was just going to make a cross onto the other side of the box. Maybe a kind of a cross. Unfortunately, didn't go as planned for him. Like then, Rakaku. And it looks like they're a team who also play from the flanks with that 4-3-3 formation that they've got. But they've not been able to penetrate the left and right backs all from All Stars.
This could be the chance now for Zilimadjou. Can they make this one count? Oh, the strike from Suleimana. Right elevation. It's a goal kick for Remo Stars.
I just took flanks, and it was just what we saw. Moving the ball from the right to the left. This time around, it went on almost perfectly. And Suleimana was just that man who hit the ball, beat him too high off the goalkeeper. Not hitting target, but it was a brilliant move. That was the best thing he could have done. He had an option of cutting the ball back, but it would have been so dangerous for him. He had about 3 Remo Stars players would have run him rugged, and that would have been the end of it. Maybe a penalty, but at that point, it was just the best decision he took, but not perfectly hit.
Given away cheaply. Suleimana once again will stride forward. This time he finds Kwaku. Now Mada Jafari possession now for Zilimadjou. Couldn't go past Adedayo Lamlekon. Great defending there from the midfielder. And now Remo Stars will try to come forward. Oh, untouched too many there. Just waiting for the referee to sound the whistle, but held his ground brilliantly there by Joseph. And now the pass to Alex Oyowa. Alex Oyowa, a chance to strike from Alex. Decent try. The man who knows how to get crucial goals as far as CAF competition is concerned, Alex Oyowa, scored a crucial goal that sends Rivers United into the CAF Confederations Cup against a 12 Filante. That 2-0 win, looking to do it again for Remo Stars. 4 goals on the continent for Rivers United, Alex Oyowa. Definitely a crucial player for Remo Stars as far as CAF competitions will be concerned.
And you couldn't bet against him striking that ball. He was almost certain. He knows how to hit it from outside the box. He did it so well. Got some from the left into the middle. Was going to put it back onto the right side of the goalkeeper. Just a bit off the posts, inches wide. But it was just one of the best moves we've seen. And you could see how much the crowd screamed. And also applauded him for that great move. Alex Oyowa on the ball again.
Alex Oyowa, coming from Rivers United, scored against Remo Stars in Port Harcourt. What is it about managers going to sign players who are going to punish their team?
Maybe it was a ticket. It was a ticket for him to be gotten, and he's used that ticket so well.
Alex Oyowa trying to weave his way past 2 markers, decided to go for the Rabona pass. Looks good, a chance now for Remo Stars. Across just too high for Adedayo Lamlekon. Well, he's having fun, Alex Oyowa.
So well on this left side, taking advantage of his confidence and the leader for the team. What a wonderful player you want to ask for again, Alex Oyowa.
Just 20 minutes into this fixture here at the MK Abiola Sports Arena. Remo Stars 1, US Zilimadjou 0.
You always love to see him play football, Alex. Sneaky moves. And, I remember while he was on the bench in some of the tournaments, I think it was a giant event. Fans were really not happy having such a player and not having him play. it's like a sin to so many people. You know how much this man can do. You know how much he can strike. You know how much he can play as a team player.
Free kick taken. Both fullbacks on set-piece duties today for Remo Stars. Long ball looking for Suleimana. Can he get there? Suleimana one-on-one with his marker. Couldn't get the cross. Trying to cross that one past Chileku, who's found himself stuck on that right-hand side. Did just enough to prevent that cross from coming in as he makes his way to his natural left-back position.
Musala Hilali trying to strike that one, the captain of the side for Zilimadjou. But it was really a poor strike. Hit that one way over the bar. That was like a rugby strike. We saw the intent, but the accuracy was far from it. Remo Stars look like they are controlling things, but they should not take their eyes off those players. And I like the way they're also closing them up. Comoros Islands have got one champion right here. So just like I saw from one of the analysis, it's a game of David versus David, even if you know one David is bigger than the other. Remo Stars have got more confidence in this. Yes, just one-time champions, but the league they won, you could argue that it's tougher than what you have in Comoros. It's a brilliant football seen so far from them. They've also played with some confidence, put all the facts that they're playing on, and we saw it behind them. And showing quality from start till this point. Just the only thing been the goal they've considered.
Well, as far as the CAF Champions League is concerned, this year's edition has attracted a record 62 teams, just showing how much the competition is growing. Victorious clubs from this first preliminary round will progress to the second preliminary round, set for the 17th to 19th of October for the first leg, and 24 to 26 for the second leg. Remo Stars looking for the second, and not the best of hits there from Ebuka Anthony.
Should have done better with that, but it was a brilliant cross again from Chileku. Swung that one in from the left. And, just got to you, the man who you expect to pull the ball in the back of the net. So unfortunately, hit that one really poorly. Just a sign of the position he plays. I think he caught him off some slats for that.
You get a feeling that this Remo Star side will go all out and maybe look for that second goal that will give them some bit of a leeway. Still very much open this fixture. Zilimadjou still very much in the game. Brilliant ball over the top. Obasa, well-timed intervention. Kwaku couldn't get the much-needed pace to get there before the Remo Stars goalkeeper.
You must give it also to Ngagelianad. Doing a great job right there, running. On the dangerous ball, he stops right there, Ngagelianad. He was just well calculative, and you can see the frustration from the face of that man. Not happy with the situation at all. He just felt that pass should have fallen kindly to him. Unfortunately, didn't work out as planned. Still running that space and doing all he can to see if he can get the first goal for the team. Jerome Bunu was just waiting for that pass, and he would have just slotted that one into the back of the net. But no way. Good job again, Ngagelianad.
Great skill there from Anakwe Samo.
We're used to it. He's always doing that. Knows how to make a mess of his marker. And he did that so well, like 3 times without touching the ball.
Alex Soyowa rubbed off the ball, helped by his teammate Taka Coulibaly. Got a player down now for US Zilimadjou. Well, they've kind of struggled a bit to create any meaningful attempt at goal. DB Obasa has not been really tested here today in this first preliminary round tie.
It's just a great stuff that we have seen from them, sincerely. You just hope that man gets back on his feet. He's one of the
challenge to prevent Anakwe Sama from getting to the end of that one.
Chaka Coulibaly also making a great run, trying to push the ball through, goes past 1-2, and that final ball he had to run through because there was a bit of a mix-up in that final third. Coulibaly has just made that very brilliant run. All he needed to do was to get to that ball and lash a beautiful strike, but unfortunately it was a brilliant defense from Zilimadjou. They know how to do that. They've been really stopping what they've been thrown at.
That was an attempt across from Chigozie Chileku. Had he gone in, he wouldn't have cared.
Looked like a cross, but you could also take it for a strike. Like a lob over the goalkeeper. What a pain it would have been for that man, the Awadi, if that one had dropped into the back of the net.
Remo Star still holding on to the lead here, courtesy of that goal from Ngenge Leonid. US Zilimadjou searching for the equalizer. A great stop there by Anthony Ebuka. Over the top from Adidayo Lamaleko. Anakwe Sama, can he keep it alive? Yes, he can. 1-on-1 with the defender. Nice step of his for the touch. Was he heavy? The copper comes in. And it was Alex Woyowa looking to tuck that one into the empty net. What a game he's having, Anakwe Sama. 1v1s, making those runs and beating his markers with ease. In borrowing your words there, Azu.
You just talk about the 3 guys on that left side, from Chikelu, or Chileku rather, to what you have also with Alex Oyowa, who's also coming to that left side. Then this beautiful one from Anakwe Samuel. It's just been instrumental. Step over is so brilliant. Gets that one into the box, and it was just one touch for Oyowa to put the ball in the back of the net. But you must give it to the defense and how they stops that one.
Zilimadjou now will come forward. Has got the pace, but the recovery right there from Chigozie Chileku. He's won a goal kick from Remo Stars, much to the adulation of the crowd here. Bringing his experience to this Remo Star side.
Started with a slow pace on that run, picked up at some point, and once he saw that that run was almost getting to that final third, he knew what he was going to do to the man, and he stopped him with so much brilliance. Recall will be They win a free kick, and it's just a way to help them through. Chilico is one of the key players for Remo Stars. And what a way to replace the former left back of the side in such ease. And you talk about the attackers earlier, Anakwe Samuel and Amaba, taking over from Tikiru Alimi and Frank Mawena. It looks like they were never replaced.
Free kick for Remo Stars. Rahim Abubakar sends the cross into the congested area. Alex trying to get to the end of that one, but the header was just too high. It was from Abba Joseph.
It's just too high. I think he went a bit faster than the ball. So he was on his way down when the ball got to him. He had no option than to hit it up. It's just a poor hit from a striker. He would look to do better than what we have from now. But it was a beautiful cross again. Had that force, just a little touch, bringing it down. Maybe that would have gone past the goalkeeper. And they would have taken about the second goal past Yusuf Chawadi.
Well, for the first time since the 2018 season, the NPFL commenced. For the first time since 2018, rather, Nigerian clubs will start their continental campaign for the season. 29 days after the NPFL season has kicked off. It's the first time since 2018 it is happening, where a continental campaign will start after the regular NPFL season has kicked off.
Just making sure that they follow up with the calendar, not having to keep too many games as backlogs or postponing dates of starting the league. They kept to their word. Some faults that could have been taken care of easily are brought up again. Kudos to them on that one.
It is the first time since the 2018 season that the NPFL commenced before continental action. Or maybe then not a coincidence that the last time this happened was the last time we had a team in the group stage of the Total Energies Caf Champions League. Rivers United also featured in the Confederations Cup seasons ago. Kwara United and Abia Warriors, the team from Nigeria competing in the Confederations Cup. Remo Stars and Rivers United in the CAF Champions League. Talking about Kwara United away in Ghana. Game also going down today against a famous name in Asante Kotoko.
One of the most popular names in African football, team from Ghana. Also one of the greatest teams from Ghana. It's a tough one for Kwara United, but they surely spoke about confidence and how they have gone into that one.
Remo Stars doing all they can to reclaim possession. Abba Joseph also coming back to aid the defense. So Zilimadjou will try to take advantage of this attacking move. There's the captain, Hilali. Now to the right, sends over the top for Kwaku. The chest down, couldn't get to the intended target. Here's Leonard now, the goal scorer. The man who's made the difference so far as far as the scoreline is concerned. Oh, one back cleanly there by Chaka Kolibali. The Malian just shielding that midfield for the Sky Blue Stars. And now they will come forward. Adedaya Lamaleka has made an overlapping run. Back to Chaka Kolibali, looking for the return pass to Abubakar, but just too heavy, straight to the goalkeeper.
You just lost such tackles, and when you are under some pressure, you can see how much at times Zilimadjou had been on the ball. making sure that they pegged Remo Stars to the back. But Cafcl came out from nowhere, stole that one. It was a beautiful steal without committing any offense. And he's just done it so well. Seeing that Remo Stars have pushed the pressure to the other side now. Bringing some players for Zilimadjou backwards. And now looking a bit more balanced.
A poor challenger from Anakwe Samo. Thought the remorse quite quickly. A hand of apology there from the Remo Star centre forward.
Just wanted to win that one as quickly as possible.
As an attacker, that's what you got to do.
Exactly. But you also have to be careful so you don't put yourself under some pressure or under some kind of card. So that could just be against you at some point in time.
Player down for Remo Stars. Waits for confirmation, but it's looking like it's Abba Joseph who stayed down for the Sky Blue Stars. But I've got striking options on the bench for Coach Daniel Ogumodede to call upon, including that man who's found a way to be a clutch player for Remo Stars, Samson Olasupo. Knows how to score those late goals if called upon.
As a player who showed himself last season with some beautiful strikes, coming in with that number 7 jersey, anytime he comes on the pitch, you know there's a beast on that pitch. And it counts, especially when those players who are playing against him don't know him. Olasupo. It's just a good team Daniel Ogumodede has been able to keep. I'll be looking to even do more with what he's got on the football pitch.
I lost some couple of key players ahead of the new season. Strong core of the team, Junior Ondukata captain, Sikura Alimi, Kayode Bankole, like you mentioned earlier on.
Let's see how Winston on the free kick and for the team. Really being a menace for the opponents. Sneaky move. And like I mentioned, Remo Stars have shown more strength on this left side.
Here's Adedayo Lamilekon. Oh, rubbed off the ball there. And he's committed the foul. Free kick taken quickly. Oh, Zilimadjou now showing all the urgency as they try to get a precious equalizer just before half-time. Free kick for the visitors. Foul on Ricard. A yellow card for Remo Stars. Now the first caution of this football game here today is going to Alex Oyowa.
So unexpected. You don't expect him to pick up a yellow card, but that's football. Must have taken that one for the team. So he has to be careful right now. So a lot of times still to be played in the game. He has to really work on that so that he can see it through. Even if he's going to be substituted, he doesn't have to pick up another.
Luke Anthony back to Adebi Obasa. "40 minutes into the action here, still Remo Stars in front. Let's see of brilliant strike from Ngenge Leonard, in case you're just joining us. Sadiq Oshidero just sitting in front of that Remo Stars defense. Looking to stamp his authority as far as that defensive midfield position is concerned into the season.
I think he's done it so well. A perfect number 4 you need. really helped shield that defense and reduced how much is coming into the box, disturbing players like Cafcl and Anthony.
Oh, great solo on these from Ibrahim Abubakar. Just stop by in his tracks, and now a chance to stride forward for US Zilimadjou. Here's Suleimana in possession. Suleimana twisting and turning. Now his pass has found Mkau on the right. The cross comes in. Well, Adebi Obasa had to stay on guard. It was Malbrook Patrick from the right hand side who sent that cross into the danger area. An attempt at goal in the end, an attempt on target, corner for Zilimadjou.
They know how to work this out. They've been trying, they've been finding their way through, but what a way to get their corner the first time on the right. And that man will always be at the ends of affairs. Like Ricard has always been a trouble, taking advantage of his size, and he's really running that track. But what a good way to get a corner.
Corner comes into the box, just going through the legs of several blue shirts, but there was no touch eventually. The referee has given that as an advantage to Remo Stars. Well, Leonard and Obasa just having a word there. You expect better communication from the goalkeepers and from the defenders.
It was a fakery right there, completely beaten. Fainting from that man, Yusuf Said Ichamo. I think it's some training ground stuff that we saw play out right here. Samuel Belonjara took the corner and he just opened his legs to see if that one will go past him, and maybe some other player from the left side was striking to the back of the net. Unfortunately, there was no one waiting for that one.
Remo Stars clearly knows they need to get a much needed second goal. Free kick for Zilimadjou. So we head into the final minutes of the first 45. Free kick comes in. Adebi Obasa once again coming out tops in that one.
He stood his ground right there. Still not much to do, but the confidence from the goalkeeper matters a lot to show what the defenders are also going to do. I think Obasa has done so well as far as that confidence abroad is concerned.
Throwing for Zilimadjou. Three minutes of added time. 3 minutes for Remo Stars to take this lead into the halftime break. Now Suleimana, he's got pace on the back heel. Just not strong enough to prevent that one from going out. It's a goal kick for Remo Stars. Clearly in no rush now.
They'll surely take their time. That's the plan. Do as much as they can to while that one away. Even though they would have loved to get the second goal in this game. They played some good football. But also, Zilimadjou had some little chances to maybe get an equalizer.
Alex Oyowa brought down, free kick for Remo Stars. And the card is out. From our centre referee, Alex Oyowa has stayed down. At first glance, looks like a rash challenge.
Clearly was brought down right there, was making a run into that box, was trying to just find a way back and create some space for the players coming through to make a good pass. Unfortunately, it was a poor tackle from that man, Yusuf Said Ichamo, who will be picking up a yellow card for that offense.
Free kick for Remo Stars. Around the 20-yard mark. I'm surprised if they don't try to hit this one direct at goal. Remo Stars. Alex Soyo, in the meantime, still down. Oh, Coach Dan Gumodede still animated on the sidelines. Just before this game, he opined that his third name might just be pressure, because he's always under pressure in the job. So you want to say, Coach Daniel Ogumodede, pressure?
I think it's his nature. Okay, nature, pressure. I'm not trying to drop lines right here. I'm just telling you how he reacts up to situations. He will never sit down. Even when his team is 3-0 up, he shows something like that everywhere. I think a couple of football fans have likened him to a coach like Hansi Flick, the coach of Barcelona.
Both fullbacks standing, waiting for who takes this one. Will it be from the left boot of Chigozie Chileku, or from the right boot of Abubakar? Well, Chileku gets the return pass. A chance now for Remo starts to come back. Comes in and it's in. The best well-worked goal you will see all game. Slicing through the Zilimadjou defense. Like a knife, like a two-edged sword. Both fullbacks crucial in this one. And Remo Stars at the stroke of half-time have gotten a much-needed second goal.
This is beyond the golden manual. How do you work this out? Good one from Abu, finds Chileku. He cuts back into the box, and that strike makes it so easy. The 6-7 players for Zilimadjou on the box couldn't do anything in that situation. They were completely beaten. They were flat-footed at that point. And what a way to score a goal. I think I'll have to be at the Remo Stars training ground the next time to learn some of these tricks, because it was just too intelligent. How they cut past and put that one in there is something you love. Abu, deceive even me running the commentaries. That's the way to score.
Ebuka Anthony with the second goal for Remo Stars. Two defenders on the score sheets for Remo Stars.
And three defenders actually working this one out, Emmanuel. Chileku, Abu, and the centre-back, Anthony, coming really strong to put that one into the back of the net.
You can add in Gengel unit. 4 centre-backs, all involved
in the
goals for Remo Stars. And with that, we've come to halftime here at the MK Abiola Sports Arena. It's been a brilliant game of football, much to the delight of the home fans. Chaka Kolibali and Adedayo Olamilekan have done their bits at the center of the midfield, but the goals have come from the most unlikely sources. Ngenge Leonard with the opener, and Ebuka Anthony with the second. The Sky Blue Stars seems like they want to run away with this time. Well, for US Zilimadjou, it's all to play for in the second 45. But brilliant game of football from Remo Stars. They are having fun here, and they have taken a precious 2 goals heading into the halftime break. Well, after 45 minutes of action here at the MK Abiola Sports Arena, it is Remo Stars 2, Zilimadjou 0.
This is the ball.
Well, in case you're just joining us and you missed the first 45 minutes of action, we've got some of the highlights for you. Remo Stars against US Zilimadjou. Well, here Zilimadjou, they had a brilliant start to this game. Remo Stars creating those chances, but just couldn't get the much needed goal at the early stages. Both fullbacks have been on set piece duties today for Remo Stars. They've been all involved in the action, clearly showing their intent earlier on into the game. Chigozie Chileko had a brilliant first 45, impeded there to win the free kick for the Sky Blue Stars. Brought down in that instance from Patrick Marbouk. Well, Alex Oyoa also controlling things from the middle of the park. Brought down a free kick for Remo Stars. He was right in front of the center referee. Ichamu, who was yellow carded for that one, but take a look at this. Well walked free kick. Chileko with the cut back into the box. Ebuka Anthony free in that 6-yard area, and all he needed to do was to hit that one past the goalkeeper. What a goal from Remo Stars, and a delightful second to double their lead in this first preliminary round fixture. Ebuka Anthony, the goal scorer, just celebrating with the man who got the opener in Gengel Leonard. Cue the celebrations from the Sky Blue Stars. 2 goals up for the good. Well-deserved lead. Alex Oyoa hitting the badge with so much passion. Ebuka Anthony, the man signed from Plateau United ahead of the start of last season. Now looking for the much-needed goal to put themselves back in this game, but just couldn't get it. What you can see on your screen was the opener from Ngenge Leonard. The corner from Ibrahim Abubakar to find Ngenge Leonard, who put that one into the net, past the goalkeeper. Just wondering how he was left free in the box. There you have it. All 4 defenders getting involved in both goals for Remo Stars in this fixture here at the MKO Abiola Sports Arena. So in case you miss 45 minutes of action, I bet you don't want to miss the next 45, and hopefully we get to see more goals in this game. We'll go on a very quick breather and we'll come back for the second 45. Well, we're back at the MKO Abiola Sports Arena. Remo Stars gets us underway, 42nd 45. Well, the Sky Blue Stars now attacking the goal to our right-hand side. And currently in a healthy lead against their Comoros counterparts, US Zilimadjou, who are on all whites, playing from right to left. So just joining us, the Sky Blue Stars are 2 goals up, courtesy of Ngenge Leonard and Ebuka Anthony. Looking like a team who would want to get more goals in this game. Remo Stars, when they get going, they never stop. And US Zilimadjou will hope that will be the case today.
They've done it.
As they would want to remain in this tie come that second leg fixture.
And with 2-0, you could still see the remaining of the tie. And like I said earlier, it's a game of David versus David, but you know one David is bigger than the other at this point. And Remo Stars are already looking like the bigger boys in this one. The domestic glory translating to continental expectation, and that's what we are seeing already on the football pitch. And for Zilimadjou, being national champions comes with pressure to represent and possibly to upset the established hierarchy that they have created. And we're looking at what time they'll be able to do right here. Maybe pull one back. That will be the major target for them. And maybe the mandate set by the coach of the side.
Remo Stars searching for the third. Abba Joseph to Chileco, sends across. Couldn't get to Anakwe Samo. Well, if the visitors could pull one back early into the second 45, then we have a game in our hands. Zilimadjou making their second consecutive appearance against Nigerian opposition in the CAF Champions League, having faced Rangers International last season. The Comorian champions eliminated 2-1 on aggregate after a 1-1 draw and a 1-0 loss in Uyo. This is the first ever meeting with Remo Stars. Here's Chaka Kolibali, Adedayo Lamilekan, trying to create some moments of magic with that attempt.
Not so sure what his intent was. Was he going to make a cross into Samuel Anakwe in that box? Or was he going to just find a way to lobby past the goalkeeper, who is maybe a bit poorly positioned? Adedayo Lamilekan has shown brilliance any day, any time. Whichever one his choice was, I believe him. But unfortunately, he hit that one too high, and he goes out for a goal kick, with Zilimadjou making that attack and having a player brought down. They quickly take the free kick. I think that's called back by the referee. Has to be retaken.
Zilimadjou. Touchdown in Nigeria in the early hours of Thursday, and quickly got down to business, holding their first training session later that evening, designed to help them shake off travel fatigue and sharpen preparations ahead of this time. They trail by 2-0.
I think the words from pundits and analysts are paying off already. 70 to 80% of them gave it to Remo Stars winning this game. But from what we see so far, it looks like they are running away with that. The football play, taking advantage of the flanks and the errors from the opponents, has just made them the standout side in this game.
Across from the right hand side, that's Zilimadjou trying to get themselves back in this game. Trying to keep hold of possession. Almada Jafar, nice kill from the left back, still shielding the ball nicely. Was able to pull the cross away. Eventual clearance from Chigozie Chileku. Back in possession, Zilimadjou trying to get onto a better start in the first 45. Credit to them, had a good start in that first 45. Remo Stars asserting their dominance as the game weared on.
I love the fact that the team from Comoros are not giving up. They're also trying to spring one or two passes. But in the end, it's about getting the ball into the final third. And this is what Daniel Okomodedi's men know how to do. Shut it down when they get those goals. Make it difficult for the opponent. And that's what they're doing already. It's paying off so far. It's going to be a long walk for the Zilimadjou team. They still have a second leg to play, even if they get something out of this one.
And Mohamed there with a brilliant turn. And now here's Amada Jafar. Swing that one to the right hand side. And a strike from distance. Blocked by Chaka Kolibali. Here's Alex Oyoa. Just trying to be careful so he doesn't turn into danger. A large spell of possession this for the visitors.
As expected, you know, sometimes I've seen Daniel Okomodedi do this in some of the games he's played in the MPFL. He will allow you to take the game and he will soak up pressure. Sometimes you feel comfortable and he gets one again just to increase the goal tally. Maybe that's just the plan. Don't rush this game. Take it easy. Let them come attacking. Now some poor control again from Remo Stars, even though they win that one back almost immediately.
It was Sadiq Oshidero. Still in possession, Remo Stars. Chigozie Chileku. Need to be careful so you don't mistake him for Ngenge Leonard. Same hairdo, both players. Both playing on the left-hand side of that Remo Stars defense. Here's Leonard.
You have to be careful looking at them. Maybe different runs and different heights. I think Ngenge is a bit taller. And he plays as a centre-back.
Here he is in possession. And right on cue, he's found Chigozie Chileku. Oh, nicely done from Anakwe Samo. Oh, he was Chaka Koulibaly.
Too many confusions in the Remo Stars team. I saw that happen in the first half also. Koulibaly has just been instrumental in this game. Sometimes he even puts it as Anakwe Samo, like we just heard from Imano. Please bet on us. Enjoy the game most importantly. We'll get that right to the beat. But that was a good one from the Malian. He's always been brilliant on the ball. Hardly makes an error. He's just one player who knows how to run, either from the middle or even when he switches to the flanks. He gets those balls in the final third. Don't come too close if you're not so sure you're going to get the ball. Might make a mess of you.
Chaka Koulibaly making his second appearance of the season. Played here in the MPFL opener against Rivers United, and ever since he's now featured. So making a return to the side in this crucial game. Signed from Binga FC on a 2-year deal. The Malian, alongside Adama Goita.
And he was brought in for games like this. Continental experience. Maybe not too many of it, but the way he's played, it shows you that he's exposed. That exposure is what you're seeing count in this. Strengthening that midfield for Remo Stars. Making the job a bit easier for that man, Alamileko. That's just what you expect from the midfield. Remo Stars look a bit more composed. If this team can keep themselves together again, they might just be contesting for the league title again for the second season run. Maybe even more than the second season. They've always been competing for the title, but they actually won it finally last season.
Held in position to be Remo Stars. This first preliminary round fixture in the CAF Champions League. I talked about Asante Kotoko earlier on. Remo Stars have been knocked out by Ghanaian opposition at this stage of the competition. That was 2 seasons ago. They were knocked out on penalties at the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikene against Mediema FC, Ghanaian champions at the time.
It was a tough game for them. They had Peel to actually swallow. They didn't see that coming. They felt the result was going to be good enough for them. No way. It was a painful knockout on penalties. It's not just been the best of times for Remo Stars. Maybe finally they will get one right.
The managers now will go to their substitute bench for options. And the change will come just before Remo Stars will carry on with this fixture. Fahad is the man coming on for US Zilimadjou. And Remo Stars will make a double change of their own. Alaba Joseph and Sadiq Oshidero look like the 2 players making way. And Hadi Aruna and Adama Goita, another Malian, on the turf for Remo Stars, playing alongside his compatriot Chaka Koulibaly. Both players signed a 2-year deal with this Remo Stars side.
Talked about them earlier. They'll be looking to just also move forward. See Malians right now on the pitch, and you can see that size has got. Adama Goita, he'll be looking to take advantage of that in that final third. That's what will be what they need at this point. It wasn't too much of it for that man, Joseph Abba. Didn't see too much of the ball. Maybe this body size will be very much important. Or might be seeing those crosses from the flanks help him also to get more headers as an opportunity to put the ball back in the back of the net. And you also know once Hadi Haruna comes in, he brings in that energy as he plays from the attacking midfield role. Another very instrumental player for Remo Stars last season.
Well, some risky goalkeeping there. Anakwe Samuel doing all he can to prevent that one from going out for that goal kick, but the goalkeeper standing tall in the end. It's a goal kick.
Really, really dangerous right there. Was going to cut past Anakwe Samuel. Another very brilliant man when it comes to dribbling. He saw what the goalkeeper was going to do, almost won that one. But I'm taking one more step to get the ball back. The goalkeeper gathered that one onto the goal kick, which he couldn't recover. He couldn't use his hands any longer. And that was how you won that one back. Shielding him so well.
Suleimana to the left for Amada Jafar. Cross comes in, looks good. Header from Ngenge Leonard. And now Hadi Haruna with his first involvement. A great flick from Anakwe Samuel. Matched by that challenge from Hilali to reclaim possession for Zilimadjou. Through ball looking for Suleimana. Can he get there? Oh, the corner has been awarded. Oh, Chaka Koulibaly thought he was going to win the goal kick for his side, but he's conceded a corner.
Maybe a free kick was what he expected, because clearly he touched him on that line. He was expecting that that ball should have been seen as a free kick.
Corner not taking advantage of. 4-1 from Amada Jafar. It's a goal kick for Remo Stars.
Set pieces are a huge part of the game these days. You have to also work them out, and that's what Remo Stars have been able to do, especially with that second goal. People take their time to train on set pieces. Either you're hitting it directly or working out some new plans on the training ground. When you make corners like that, it's a huge, huge pain when it doesn't get in the right direction or get to the right target.
Oh, playing out from the back, US Zilimadjou. Always a risk for any team, especially when you come up against a team who press so high. But been able to do that one well in that instance. But Remo Stars are back in possession. Leonard to Abubakar. Here's Zebuka Anthony. Find his centre-back partner, Ngenge Leonard. Here's Adedayo Lamileko, great through ball to the left for Chileku. Chileku found Anakwe in the box, or the cross was above the head of the centre forward. Anakwe just gesticulating that he should have played it on the floor.
So the good one, they win a corner. And that man, Abubakar, will be running to take it. The cross looked good, but they saw the danger. They didn't want to take chances, and they had to pull that one out for a corner. And you look at this man, and you just remind yourself of Sadiq Ismail, who's always good at taking the corners for Remo Stars. Not here today. Remo, he surely should be getting a deal soon outside the country.
Rahim Abubakar will take this one for Remo Stars. Now Zilimadjou will come forward. Jafar has found Suleimana. Looking for options. Suleimana left alone. And now he's considered a free kick. The foul on Chaka Koulibaly.
Well shooted by Chaka. Saw what he had as an intent right there. Put the ball in front of him. Was going to just run and through to get the ball again. But unfortunately, Ismaila didn't get what he wanted. He had to do some pull right there. And in the end, lost that one to the free kick.
Hadi Haruna chasing that one. Well, he's won it. Hadi Haruna couldn't get the better of Veikmanu this time. Rash challenge this time from Ilali, the captain of the side. Dangerous tackle there on Ibrahim Abubakar. Oh, great to see the right back on his feet.
Looked like he did that intentionally. He didn't go back to apologize. Mazulaha Ilali. I think the referee's going to run to him before the free kick is taken.
Taking shots. Remo Stars in possession. As we wait to see if we're going to get any goal in this second 45 from Leonard. It's a beautiful solo run, bringing the ball out from the back, impeded in the end. Free kick for Remo Stars.
So much joy gives you when you see a player who's a defender, also very good on the ball. That's what Leonard has shown so far in this game. It's almost been so for every defender for Remo Stars. He goes past about 3 players. Finally, he was brought down. So he was just trying to force his way through. Remember the likes of Junior Duka also running through those spaces in his days as a Remo Stars captain, playing for the same side. So I think Daniel Lukumade always looks out for players who does almost what his former players do before going on to get them. So he's not missed them too much.
Credit to the man again, Leonard. Was one of the players who didn't cover himself in glory as far as the Chan tournament is concerned. One that went down in Tanzania. He also had his coach, Remo Stars, also part of the Chad Eagles coaching setup. He may be given the much needed rise he would need after so many howlers, from own goals to handballs to 4 penalties, 4 passes.
He lost confidence right there. I'm sure he would have put that tournament behind him. A very, very poor time for him.
That's just the way to go. And for his first appearance of the season here today, it's been so brilliant in the heart of the defense for Remo Stars. There's Alex Oyowa, Rahim Abubakar, back to Alex. Alex to Goita, Hadi Aruna. A great through ball for Anakwai Sama, but the flag is going to fall offside. Oh, the fans are not in agreement with that one.
I think it was some fakery right there, some feinting. See this some games in football when you try to play highline sometimes. I think that's what he did right there. And then when I wasn't offside. Anakwe rather wasn't offside. He was onside from what we saw. Maybe we'll wait for the replay to be sure. And they put some other players right there to just make it look like there was an offside. And it was a trap also set by Remo Stars, but didn't pay off.
There's Chaka Koulibaly, Alex Suyowa over the top for Hadi Aruna. This time, looks like this was clearer than the first. Hadi Aruna, the flag has gone up for offside once again.
This was clear offside, kind of. I think they're surely doing something brilliantly. They don't want them to give those spaces to Remo Stars. They've got some pacey players. Hadi Aruna is one of them. But unfortunately, it didn't work out as planned for them. 2 times now offsides back to back.
Remo Stars still 2 goals up against US Zilimadjou to the first preliminary round of the CAF Champions League, live from the MKO Abiola Sports Arena. But the Sky Blue Stars trying to make it into the second preliminary round for the first time. And I can't imagine what the delight will be if they could do it this time as champions of the NPFL.
A huge delight to be for them. At least go past this one, even though they know that something huge is waiting after this. They won't want to put their minds on that. It will be a way of taking it one game at a time.
Well, the goalkeeper for Zilimadjou has seen much of the ball. Just hitting those ones long. As you can see, 67 minutes of action here. Remo Stars 2, Zilimadjou 0.
We talked about the goalkeeper earlier, Yusuf Jawadi. He's shown us brilliance a couple of times when called upon. I don't think there was anything he would have done about the 2 goals that he considered. Jawadi.
Seems like sometimes he takes too many touches. For a goalkeeper, you invite so much risks when you try to do that. Almost in one instance, putting his team to danger.
That was against Samuel Anakwe. And just to remind you, he's now swapped positions and with the new striker who has come up for Remo Stars, Adama Goita. Goita is now playing from the left. He has now moved onto the right side in that 4-4-2 formation.
Anakwe Samuel on the right. Alex Soyowa has made a run. Still Anakwe Samuel. Found Alex Soyowa. He was expected. So sleek on the ball, the way they played around. There's Ebuka Anthony. To Ibrahim Abubakar. Still Abubakar. A chance to send a good looking cross in the box. The cross comes in on the header! Goita! With his first goal for Remo Stars from Mali to Nigeria. Off the bench, Adama Goita. And Remo Stars are 3 goals up. No chance this one for US Zilimadjou.
What a brilliant finish that was. That's how to score a header. Finally we have an attacker get the ball to the back of the net. Lovely move from that man, Abubakar. Gets a give and go immediately with the captain. I told you, you almost always be involved. And that cross was just perfect. Well taken, well put into the box, well curved. And that's a beautiful finish again from Goita to make it 3-0.
Powerful header from the Malian. No chance for Yusuf Jawadi. Goita. And one on occasion to open your goal scoring account for your new side. The man from Mali has given Remo Stars a 3rd goal in this fixture. 70 minutes on the clock. Remo Stars 3, Zilimadjou 0.
What a way, what finish that was. And that's just how, like I said earlier, to put the ball in the back of the net. I said something about him earlier, Goita. He was brought in most likely for the headers, and he's just shown why. He's got that height, he's got the positioning, he's got the physicality, and might not be making too many of those runs, but his positioning is near perfect. And that's what has just made it almost a huru for Remo Stars with what we've seen so far in this game.
2-year deal for Adama Goita alongside Chaka Koulibaly. Both players signed from Mali. Adama Goita. Chaka Koulibaly from Binga FC. Well, it's great to see other countries, other players from other African countries come to Nigeria to apply their trade. We have a host of them in this Remo Star side.
And funny, different sides actually. He joined from AS Bakarijan. That's Adama Goita. That's what you see Remo Stars do every now and then. Opening it up and just showing that they need players also to make it look like a true football league. A team really ready to compete, not just having players from the same country all through. And it makes it really a team that's got some competition and the team that's got exposure. You love what they do, and I say I must give it kudos. Remo Stars, wonderful football from start to finish, doing all they could to win the league title, and keeping that thing called continuity. Kudos to them.
Remo Stars, 3 goals off. You wonder if there would be any chance for Zilimadjou in this tie. Well, they've given away a corner cheaply.
A true football analyst who want to tell you it's all done and dusted. But if you look at it as a traditional football supporter or follower, you say it's still a football game and anything can still happen.
Corner comes in, headed out. Now a chance to go on the break. Zilimadjou Suleimana has made a dirty run on the left-hand side, but wrong option from that pass. Just when you have a man free, Msonga decided to go to the right-hand side, much to the disappointment of Suleimana. Brought down Amada Jafar, free kick for Zilimadjou. Remo Stars still bringing on the energy in this game, and they would be making another double substitution. But just before that will come, free kick earlier on Amada Jafar. Michael Ibe and Samson Olasupo, the 2 players who will be coming on for Remo Stars.
2 experienced players, few May, more than 4 Remo Stars already. Did so well for them last season. Samson is that man. And talk about Michael Ibe, very much recognized in this side. When you talk about the Nigerian Premier Football League, he's looking also to continue where he left off, having stepped out of the country. Coming back in here to play for Remo Stars, there should be some addition for him.
Free kick for Zilimadjou taken straight into the loves of Adebiyi Obasa. So Michael Ibe and Samson Olasupo on for Remo Stars. Now the last time they were in Nigeria, they didn't concede this much across 2 fixtures. And now they are 3 goals down, 76 minutes on the clock. In Leonard, Ebuka Anthony and Adama Goita off the bench.
I think they'll get some things to go home with, at least from what we've seen so far from this side. Some beautiful turns right there, even if they're not rounding it off in the final third. The goals are considered have been more than what they expected. Zilimadjou But they've got some beautiful players and some take-homes that they'll bank on from what we've seen so far in this encounter. GD Bilali is just one of them.
So looking for what might just end up to be a consolation goal, US Zilimadjou. Ibrahim Hamada, one of the two players who will be coming on alongside Fazil Gaitan. Chamsunde Msonga also making way for US Zilimadjou. We'll wait to see what the substitution will bring for the side from Comoros.
They're trying to push all they've got, bring all they've got, and see how many options can work something out. It's a tough one for them. The captain Hilal has not had the best of times. Had one or two great moves, but not enough to get one goal for the team.
Remo Stars just resting on their laurels in that instance. I tell you for free, they would want to keep a clean sheet in this game. Samson Olasupo has stayed on side here, and they make it 4. Great tackle, great recovery there, and US Zilimadjou will reclaim possession in brilliant fashion.
Just when you thought that one was going to be for Samson Olasupo, a great defensive job rider from the right back. Goes all out, gets the ball brilliantly, and makes that one across as they also win a throw on the left side of the midfield. Remo Stars looking to push for that attack again. Just see what happened right there. Hilali has done a great job on the side.
So here's Samson Olasupo. Can he get on the score sheet this time? Samson with the strike. Samson scores! He knows how to score a goal off the bench. Samson Olasupo for the Sky Blue Stars. And they are flying. It's a 4th goal. His 3rd goal of the season. 2 in the MPFL, 2 winners. And now he has maybe put the icing on the cake in this fixture for the Sky Blue Stars. He's got a knack for coming up close for Remo Stars, and he has done it again here today.
Surely done it again. What a way to slot that one to the back of the net. Sleek, soft. He was a tough tackle from the defenders, and he just chips it a bit over the goalkeeper, having gone past Mabruk, the man who stopped him earlier, just on the left-hand side. His first real touch of the game goes into the back of the net, and it's just so painful seeing the ball rolling through, and you cannot stop it. Good one for Samson Olasupo. We talked about him earlier to be one of the poachers of the side, and a great substitution he's been again for Remo Stars.
For Zilimadjou, they have to stay professional. For the football fans watching this wherever you are, you might maybe want to have the feeling that this tie is home and dry for Remo Stars. Especially when you want to consider the fact that the reverse fixture would also be played here at this very same stadium. And with Remo Stars 4 goals up, which can't be more because we still got 10 minutes left to play.
Without a time. And it tells you how much these guys are put into the game. Like we said earlier while the game started, progression beyond the first preliminary round for Remo Stars is top-notch, is the goal, even if they're looking beyond that. It's about making history, moving past this stage that they have been stopped twice. And I tell you, for Zilimadjou, it's just a strong showing that they have come up well with, raising the club profile, but it's not worked out for them in this CAF competition. They'll be looking to do better, maybe some other time. If you look by the scoreline, unless they want to do a miracle on this same ground, they just have to score at least 4 goals to get back into the event again, which is a very, very tall order for them at this point in time.
Well, I bet they wouldn't want to come to Nigeria the next time they make it to this stage.
They'll pray against it. They'll call on the Moroni. Do all they can. The God they serve right there, they will speak to him and say, please, we don't want to do Nigeria. First time it was a bit fair. Played against Rangers. This time around, conceding 4 goals without scoring any. And this is just one leg. Who knows what the second leg will look like? Even though you expect Remo Stars to maybe tone down the quality of the team. I'll be starting that game for the other MPFL games they've got.
7 of those players who played in Uyo against Rangers last season started this game against Remo Stars. And for this man, Daniel Ogumodede, will forever remain in the history books of Remo Stars. Won their first ever MPFL title and looking to achieve one better, qualifying the team into the group stages of the CAF Champions League proper. But just to, or maybe not for me to jump the gun, Mamelodi Sundowns lie in wait for which any of these two teams who make it past this round. Corner for Zilimadjou, taking the header above the goal kick.
It's not the first, but I'm a poor header from Zilimadjou. And we'll talk about where Remo Stars will be waiting. Will they play against the team that played in the World or Club World Cup, Mamelodi Sundowns, or it can still be Zilimadjou? We still have to play safe as far professionalism. But it looks like Remo Stars are the team to face. But they ask themselves the question: we still want to go past the first round. Is that just our prayer? We want to also do beyond that. And it's going to be against the Mamelodi Sundowns side, who are waiting as they've got to the bye as champions also of South Africa. A tough one for Remo Stars. Even though the first one is not like that, the next might just be so.
Still looking for their first goal in this tie. US Zilimadjou trying to find a way into the box. Here's Suleimana to the right, and this time the cross comes in. It looks good on the header. Just above Adebi Obasa. This time it was a brilliant header from that man, Ibrahim Hamada, who came off the bench moments ago. And talking about coming off the bench, Remo Stars and Zilimadjou also will be making a change of their own. Kese Yannick Stefani, the man coming on for Zilimadjou. And what a game is Chaka Kolibali. He makes his way on the far side, just couldn't continue, just maybe keeping him for what lies ahead. And in comes Stanley Joseph for Remo Stars.
It's been like for Remo Stars. They've actually kept what they've wanted, and it's paid off from start to this point. They still want to score more. They want to establish their confidence and also do something that we've hardly seen from a Nigerian side. Scoring 4 goals is difficult. But they show you that there are still minnows in football unless you allow them rival you. That's what we're saying with Remo Stars at this point in time. Quality. And sincerely, I must give it to the coach of the side, Daniel Ogumodede. He brought a couple of players, over 10 of them, like I mentioned earlier, and you've seen a couple of them start. A huge change in the team, losing out on some of the top players, and they can still play this good football. It's a plus for them, I tell you.
Oh, nice switch there from Stanley Joseph. There's Michael Ibe. Seems not to have lived up to the lofty heights that was expected since joining from Casino United. Michael Ibe, he's had his own fair share of injury worries. 10 goals for the Changi boys before making that move to Remo Stars.
Played in almost every game this season. Maybe cameos.
Goiter trying to find Samson Olasupo. Advantage for Zilimadjou.
Not happy with the situation. Because it was brought down and the referee should have given that a free kick. I'm still talking about Michael eBay. He was brought in with all of the experiences. Also traveled, but like you mentioned, injuries have not been the best of friends to him.
Three minutes left till 90. Remo Stars 4, Zilimadjou 0. Still the first preliminary round of the CAF Champions League. The first of two fixtures. The second leg of this game will be played at this same very stadium on Friday. The Remo Stars will be hoping to progress into the second preliminary round. Samson Olasupo, Michael Ibe to Chigozie Chileko. Over the top, looking for Alex Oyowa. He's got heights. Alex Oyowa with a head to it. Almost 5 for the Sky Blue Stars. Well, he was calling for a corner, but the referee had other ideas. There was no touch from the goalkeeper. It's a goal kick.
Not a joyful face for him, and that was a good cross, clearly onside. Headed that one, and it was just going to connect into the box. That looks like a cross from Chikelu, or Chileku rather. He was just protesting that the ball touched the goalkeeper's hands. He deserves a goal in this game, Alex Oyowa. Not a brilliant game from the start.
What a signing he's been for the Sky Blue Stars since joining from Rivers United. Hadi Aruna looking for the free kick. Couldn't go past Marbrook in that instance. A bit of information that you can use. The Confederation of African Football have promised each participating club in this preliminary round a whopping sum of $100,000 to help cover the costs of taking part, especially for teams who may exit in the early rounds. So for Zilimadjou, even though this doesn't look likely that they would progress, got some decent amount of money to sort their logistics. Your thoughts on that initiatives from the Confederation of African Football?
I think it's huge. I think it's the right way to go, starting with such amounts for even player teams that will leave the first round. That's why you see it's good to push to even participate. Kudos to CAF, a huge progression.
Goita looking for the last support, both substitute trying to combine there. In that instance, Rose in 90 minutes on the clock, and now we head into 4 minutes of added time. Can Zilimadjou get a consolation goal? Here's Suleimana. Boy, they would want to celebrate a goal in this fixture, but Remo Stars clearly would want to preserve their clean sheet in this game. In case you don't know, we don't know if that's going to have any bearing. The away goal rule still stands as far as CAF competition is concerned.
It's just really a big one in CAF, and you still have to enjoy it while it lasts. Just like they say, offers valid while stocks last. And Daniel Ogumode is that man being shown over and over again. That's the head coach of Remo Stars. He's done a great job tonight. It's just shown the quality of football that his team has got to play, and the confidence at which they did it from start to finish is something worthy of applause. Looking to even get one more. That's just the kind of game you want to see. Bringing in those substitutions, and also they becoming influential in the game. Shows you how much quality he's got. We've seen him do this a couple of times, lots of times actually, in the MPFL last season. When you think they will draw a game, he brings in those substitutions, and they go on to win the game for him. Haruna Hadi is one of them. Samson Lashley boys also won the ground. We've seen him score a goal also in this game. Brilliant football from the team so far.
Well, talking about the Remo Stars head coach, Daniel Ogumade. He used to be a footballer back in the day. But didn't play up to the top level because injury impeded his progress. So, alluded that in a couple of interviews. Had an appendix operation that dashed his hopes of playing football, advised by the doctors to not involve in physical activities. Remo Stars looking for a 5th goal in that situation. Michael Ibe with the header, just headed against the ground.
Not the best of headers from Michael Ibe. Should be doing way better than that. Good start, he headed that one and showed some signs of rustiness. Good cross again from that man, Abu. He knows how to work it out. You were expecting him to give to the closest man, and he chose the farthest option. But unfortunately, it didn't connect with what he wanted.
Well, it's been a decent turnout here at the MKO Abiola Sports Arena. You want to expect same come the second leg on Friday. A beautiful Sunday evening here in Abeokuta. Hoping that it will be matched by a Friday evening come the next few days, where Remo Stars will be hoping to rubber stamp their progress into the second preliminary round. Can they make it 5? Hadi Aruna with a strike from distance, but the goalkeeper couldn't handle that one properly, and the defender right there just in time to prevent Goita from getting his brace.
Good strike right there from Hadi Aruna. Finds the space, wasn't so comfortable, but said he was going to shoot. Made that strike, and it was from a distance in that box. Goalkeeper did all he could, and that's just it. Moves past the first. I thought he was going to take the second step. Shoots it to the right of the goalkeeper, who saves that one, and the defender helps almost immediately to push that one out for a corner.
Corner for Remo Stars. Taking shot this time. Here's Ibrahim Abubakar. Cross comes into the box. Stanley Joseph back to Abubakar. Oh, 4 minutes of added time, done and dusted. And right up Kuro, the referee, has sounded the full-time whistle. A clean job done by Remo Stars in this first leg tie. Oh, Zilimadjou will try and do all they can. The near impossible in that reverse fixture on Friday. But what a game this has been for the Sky Blue Stars. Adama Goita off the bench to score his first goal for Remo Stars. And what an occasion to score your first goal in the biggest stage of club football in the continent. Samson Olasupo, fresh from scoring 2 winners for the Sky Blue Stars this season. Also has done the job again off the bench for the Sky Blue Stars. Well, it was the first 45 for the defenders for Remo Stars. And again, Leonard with the opener, Ebuka Anthony with the second. So 2 goals in the first 45, 2 goals in the second. All smiles from the Remo Stars players, and they have done a decent job in this first leg preliminary round.
Hugely decent job, I tell you, Manu. Great football they've shown. They have shown the quality from start to finish. Playing against the almost completely home-based team from Stade de Moroni.
Well, Remo Stars have done the job here at the MKO Abiola Sports Arena. They've beaten US Zilimadjou square and fair. Full-time score here at the MKO Abiola Sports Arena. Remo Stars 4, US Zilimadjou 0. Remo Stars with a comfortable 4-goal lead heading into the second leg of this first preliminary round CAF Champions League fixture. 2 goals in the first 45 from Ngengeliona and Ebuka Anthony. Just when you thought Zilimadjou will pull up a great fight in the second 45, but Remo Stars showed their attacking intent to score 2 more goals in the second 45. Ibrahim Abubakar there just brought down. And Ngengeliona, who had a brilliant game in this fixture, also not afraid to play the ball, bring it out from the back. This was Anakwe Samo, just when he thought he could pull the finish, clearly in an offside position in that situation. Was spotted by the assistant referee on the right hand side. Well, this was another beautiful goal from Remo Stars. Great cross from Ibrahim Abubakar from the right hand side, and a beautiful header from the Malian Adama Goita. Came off the bench moments ago, and he rise highest there to head that one past the goalkeeper to give Remo Stars a 3-goal lead in this game. The first goal for the Malian on Nigerian soil for his new side, Remo Stars, and he loved every bit of that from the celebrations. Adama Goita opens his account for Remo Stars. And Remo Stars put the game to bed with this goal from Samson Olasupo. Not the cleanest of strikes, but was able to hit that one into the back of the net. Samson Olasupo with another goal off the bench for Remo Stars. The man who's beating that knack for scoring crucial goals. 4 appearances in the league this season, 2 goals and 2 winners. The knack for scoring late goals for Remo Stars, and he has done it here again for the Sky Blue Stars to wrap up the scoring here in this fixture. Now Remo Stars with a healthy lead heading into the reverse fixture come Friday, and you get a feeling that this fixture is all done and dusted. Great job from the Sky Blue Stars. Beautiful game of football, and after the end of 90 minutes, full-time score, Remo Stars 4, Zilimadjou 0.
Là, ils vont battre.